The Los Angeles Lakers franchise has a long and storied history, predating the formation of the National Basketball Association. Founded in 1947, the Lakers are one of the NBA's most famous and successful franchises. They hold the all-time record for most NBA Finals appearances with 32. They are tied with their biggest rival, the Boston Celtics, in NBA championships, winning 17 NBA titles, and with 10 more finals appearances than the Celtics. The Lakers has so many NBA legends that helped them win NBA titles, like George Mikan, Jim Pollard, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, James Worthy, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol, and LeBron James. The Lakers franchise began in 1947 when Ben Berger and Morris Chalfin of Minnesota purchased the recently disbanded Detroit Gems of the National Basketball League or NBL for $15,000 from Gems owner Maury Winston. Minneapolis sportswriter Sid Hartman helped out to put together the deal and the team. Inspired by Minnesota's nickname, Land of 10,000 Lakes, the team christened themselves, the Lakers. Hartman helped them hire John Kundla from College of St. Thomas to be their first head coach. In 1948, the Lakers moved from the NBL to the Basketball Association of America. In the 1949 BAA Finals they won the championship. The following season, the team improved to 51-17, repeating as champions. In the 1950-1951 season, they defeated the Indianapolis Olympians in 3 games but lost to the Rochester Royals in the next round. During the 1951-1952 season, the Lakers won 40 games, finishing second in their division. They faced the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals, which they won in 7 games. In the 1952-1953 season, the Lakers defeated the Fort Wayne Pistons in the Western Playoffs to advance to the NBA Finals. They then defeated the New York Knicks to win their second straight championship. Though Lakers star George Mikan suffered from knee problems throughout the 1953-1954 season, he was still able to average 18 points per game. The team won its 3rd straight championship in the 1950s and 5th in 6 seasons when it defeated the Syracuse Nationals in 7 games. Following Mikan's retirement in the 1954 off-season, they were defeated by the Fort Wayne Pistons in the semifinals. Mikan came back for the last half of the 1955-1956 season, but struggled and retired for good after the season. They had hired Mikan as head coach to replace Kundla. Mikan was fired in January when the team was 9-30, and Kundla was rehired. The Lakers earned the top pick in the 1958 NBA draft and used it to select Elgin Baylor. After upsetting the Hawks in 6 games in the division finals, they returned to the NBA Finals, but were swept by the Celtics, beginning their long rivalry. In their last year in Minneapolis, the Lakers went 25-50. Their record earned them the number 2 pick in the 1960 NBA draft. The team selected Jerry West from West Virginia University. During the 1960 off-season, the Lakers became the NBA's first West Coast team when owner Bob Short decided to move the team to Los Angeles. Despite a losing record, the Lakers made the playoffs. They came within 2 points of the NBA Finals when they lost in Game 7 of their second-round series against St. Louis. Led by Baylor and West at 38.3 and 30.8 points per game respectively, the Lakers improved to 54-26 in 1961-1962 season, and made the finals. The Lakers, however, lost to the Celtics by 3 points in overtime of Game 7. Los Angeles won 53 games in 1962-1963 season, but lost in the NBA Finals in 6 games to the Celtics. After falling to 42-38 and losing in the first round of the 1964 NBA playoffs to the Hawks, the team won 49 games in 1964-1965 season. The Lakers surged past the Baltimore Bullets in the division finals, behind West's record-setting 46.3 points per game in the series. They lost again to Celtics in the finals. Los Angeles lost in the finals to Boston in 7 games again in 1966. After dropping to 36 wins and losing in the first round of the 1967 NBA playoffs, they lost in the finals to the Celtics again in 1968. Los Angeles moved to a brand new arena, the Forum, in 1967. On July 9, 1968, the team acquired Wilt Chamberlain from the Philadelphia 76ers for Darrell Imhoff, Archie Clark, and Jerry Chambers. The Lakers and Celtics again met in the finals, and Los Angeles had home court advantage against Boston for the first time in their rivalry. They won the first game behind Jerry West's 53 points, and had a 3-2 lead after 5 games. However, Boston won the series in 7 games. West won his first scoring title at 31.2 points per game. The team returned to the finals, and for the first time in 16 years, they did not have to face the Celtics, instead playing the New York Knicks, who defeated them 4-3. The next season the Lakers were defeated by the Milwaukee Bucks, led by future Laker, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the Western Conference Finals. The 1971-1972 season brought several changes. Owner Jack Kent Cooke brought in Bill Sharman as head coach, and Elgin Baylor announced his retirement early in the season due to his legs were not healthy enough. The Lakers went on to reach the finals against the New York Knicks, where they would avenge their 1970 finals loss by defeating them 4-1. Chamberlain tallied 24 points and 29 rebounds in Game 5 and won the NBA Finals Most Valuable Player award. The Lakers won 60 games in the 1972-1973 season, and took another Pacific Division title. Wilt Chamberlain, playing in his final season, again led the league in rebounding and set the still-standing NBA record for field goal percentage at 72.7%. The team defeated the Chicago Bulls in 7 games in the conference semifinals, then the Golden State Warriors in 5 in the Western Division Finals. They played the New York Knicks in the 1973 NBA Finals. Los Angeles took the first game by 3 points, but New York won the series in 5 games. During the 1973-1974 season, the team was hampered by the loss of West, who played only 31 games before his legs gave out. Following the season, West retired due to contract disagreements with Cooke, and filed a suit for unpaid back wages. After missing the playoffs in the 1974-1975 season, the Lakers acquired Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who had won 3 league MVPs by that time. Abdul-Jabbar wanted out of Milwaukee, demanding a trade to either New York or Los Angeles. Abdul-Jabbar had his 4th MVP season in 1975-1976 season, leading the league in rebounding, blocked shots, and minutes played. The Lakers struggled in January, going 3-10, and finished out of the playoffs at 40-42. Behind another MVP season from Abdul-Jabbar, Los Angeles won the Pacific Division, finishing the 1976-1977 season, a league-best 53-29. They defeated the Warriors in a 7-game series to open the postseason before being swept by Portland in the Western Conference Finals. In the first 2 minutes of the first game of the 1977-1978 season, Abdul-Jabbar punched Bucks center Kent Benson for an overly aggressive elbow and broke his hand. During the 1978-1979 season, the team posted a 47-35 record but lost to the Supersonics in the semifinal round of the playoffs. In the 1979 NBA Draft, Los Angeles selected 6'9" point guard, Magic Johnson from Michigan State with the first overall pick. The Lakers won 60 games in Johnson's rookie year, and defeated the Philadelphia 76ers in 6 games in the 1980 NBA Finals. The team fell off in the 1980-1981 season, though as the Lakers lost Johnson for most of the season to a knee injury, the team made the playoffs. The Rockets, led by Moses Malone, defeated Los Angeles in the first round of the playoffs. Nicknamed Showtime due to the team's new Johnson-led fast break offense, the Lakers won the Pacific Division title and swept both the Suns and Spurs in the 1982 playoffs. The team won the finals 4-2 to finish a 12-2 playoff run. On draft night in 1982, the Lakers had the first overall pick, and selected James Worthy from North Carolina. The Lakers won the Pacific Division at 58-24, but Worthy suffered a leg injury in the last week of the season. They advanced to play Philadelphia in the 1983 NBA Finals after defeating Portland and San Antonio. The Sixers, however, won the series in 4 games. After the season, West replaced Sharman as the team's GM. In the 1984 season, Los Angeles went 54-28, and played Boston in the finals, for the first time since 1969. Boston won 3 of the next 4 to win the title and send Los Angeles's record to 0-8 in final series against the Celtics. Using the past year's finals defeat as motivation, the team won the Pacific Division for the 4th straight year and lost just 2 games in the Western Conference playoffs. In the NBA Finals, the Celtics were again the Lakers' final hurdle. The team won the title in the Boston Garden, becoming the only visiting team to ever win an NBA championship there. In the 1985-1986 season, the Lakers started 24-3 and went on to win 62 games and their 5th straight division title. The Rockets, however, defeated the Lakers in 5 games in the Western Conference Finals. Prior to the 1986-1987 season, the Lakers moved AC Green into the starting lineup, and acquired Michael Thompson from the Spurs. Johnson won his first career MVP award while leading the Lakers to a 65-17 record, and Michael Cooper was named NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Before the season, Riley had made the decision to shift the focus of the offense to Johnson over the 40-year-old Abdul-Jabbar. The Lakers advanced to the NBA Finals by sweeping the Nuggets, defeating the Warriors in 5 games, and sweeping the Supersonics in the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers defeated Boston in the finals, giving Los Angeles their 2nd championship in 3 seasons. In the 1987-1988 season, the Lakers took their 7th consecutive Pacific Division title with a 62-20 record. In their 7th trip to the finals in 9 years, they met the Detroit Pistons. The win marked their 5th title in 9 years. In the 1988-1989 season, Los Angeles won 57 games and their 8th consecutive Pacific Division crown. In an 8th trip to the NBA Finals in 10 years, however, the Lakers were swept by Detroit. Following the 1989 Finals, on June 28, 1989, after 20 professional seasons, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar announced his retirement. The Lakers still cruised through the Pacific Division, winning their 9th consecutive division crown with a 63-19 record. However, after beating the Rockets in the first round, they lost 4-1 in the second round of the playoffs to the Suns. Riley announced he was stepping down after the season, and was replaced by Mike Dunleavy, and following the season, 1987 Defensive Player of the Year winner Michael Cooper decided to play in Europe and was waived at his request. The 1990-1991 Lakers failed to win the Pacific Division for the first time in 10 years. The Lakers found themselves in the NBA Finals once again, their 9th trip to the finals in 12 years. The 1991 Finals represented a changing of the guard as the Lakers were defeated in 5 games by the Chicago Bulls, led by superstar Michael Jordan. On November 7, 1991, Magic Johnson announced he had tested positive for HIV and would retire immediately. In their first season without Johnson, the team won 43 games to earn the 8th seed in the Western Conference playoffs. The Lakers were defeated in the first round by Portland. The Lakers would lose 43 games in 1992-1993 season under Randy Fund, their first losing season since 1976. During the 1993-1994 season, Fund was fired during the season that would result in the Lakers failing to make the playoffs for the first time since 1976. Under new coach Del Harris, Los Angeles made the playoffs each of the next 2 seasons but was eliminated in the second and first rounds respectively. The team was led by young guards Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones. Johnson came out of retirement to return as a player in the 1995-1996 season, after some run-ins with Van Exel, displeasure with Harris's strategies, and a first-round loss to the Rockets. Johnson decided to retire for the final time after the season. During the 1996 off-season, the Lakers acquired 17-year-old Kobe Bryant from the Charlotte Hornets for Vlade Divac. Bryant was drafted 13th overall out of Lower Merion High School in Ardmore, Pennsylvania in that year's draft, by Charlotte. Los Angeles also signed free agent Shaquille O'Neal. Trading for Bryant was West's idea, and he was influential in the team's signing of the All-Star Center. They used their 24th pick in the draft to select Derek Fisher. During the season, the team traded Cedric Ceballos to Phoenix for Robert Horry. O'Neal led the team to a 56-26 record. O'Neal averaged 26.2 points per game and 12.5 rebounds per game and finished third in the league in blocked shots with 2.88 blocks per game. The Lakers defeated the Portland Trail Blazers in the first round of the playoffs. In the next round, the Lakers lost in 5 games to the Utah Jazz. In the 1997-1998 season, O'Neal and the Lakers had the best start in franchise history, 11-0, and finishing the season with a 61-21 record. The Lakers defeated Portland in the first round, and beat Seattle, but were swept by the Jazz in the Western Conference Finals. During the 1998-1999 season, All-Star guard Eddie Jones and center Elgin Campbell were traded to the Charlotte Hornets. The team also acquired Glenn Rice. Head coach Del Harris was fired in February after a 3-game losing streak and replaced on an interim basis by former Laker Kurt Rambis. The Lakers defeated Houston in the first round of the playoffs, but were swept by San Antonio in the next round. Game 4 of the series would be the last game ever played at the Great Western Forum. Before the 1999-2000 season, West was prepared to hire Rambis. Instead, he hired former Chicago Bulls coach Phil Jackson, who had coached that team to 6 championships. He brought along assistant Tex Winter and they installed Winter's version of the triangle offense. The team also moved to a new arena, the Staples Center. Led by league MVP O'Neal, they finished 67-15, the highest win total since they won 65 in the 1986-1987 season. Then eliminated Sacramento and Phoenix in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. In the Western Conference Finals they defeated Portland, to advance to the NBA Finals. In their first trip to the Finals since 1991, the Lakers defeated Reggie Miller and the Indiana Pacers 4-2 to win, their first title since 1988. West retired from his spot in the team's front office after the season. Starters Rice and Green left the team, and Los Angeles signed Horace Grant. The following season, the Lakers won 11 fewer regular season games than the prior year, but swept the first 3 rounds of the playoffs, defeating the Portland, Sacramento, and San Antonio. They met Allen Iverson and the Philadelphia 76ers in the NBA Finals, and win their second straight title. Their 15-1 postseason record was the best in NBA history. The Lakers won 58 games in 2001-2002 season. In the playoffs, they swept Portland and defeated San Antonio, to advance to the Western Conference Finals to face Sacramento. The series would go on to be known as one of the greatest playoff matchups in NBA history, ended in a Lakers victory. The Lakers then achieved a three-peat by sweeping Jason Kidd and the New Jersey Nets in the NBA Finals. The Lakers would attempt a four-peat the following year, but started the 2002-2003 season, 11-19. They defeated Minnesota in the first round of the playoffs, but the four-peat attempt ended as they were eliminated by San Antonio. During the 2003-2004 season, the Lakers signed two-time MVP Karl Malone, formerly of the Jazz, and former Seattle Defensive Player of the Year Gary Payton to join O'Neal and Bryant. They defeated Houston, San Antonio, and Minnesota to advance to the NBA Finals. In the finals, they would lose to Detroit in 5 games. During the 2004 off-season, the team entered a rebuilding phase when O'Neal was traded to the Miami Heat for Lamar Odom, Brian Grant, Karen Butler, and a first-round draft pick. The Lakers also traded Rick Fox and Gary Payton to Boston for Chris Mim, Marcus Banks, and Chucky Atkins before the 2004-2005 season. Derek Fisher, frustrated with losing playing time, opted out of his contract and signed with the Warriors. The team hired Rudy Tomjanovich to replace Jackson. After sitting out the first half of the 2004-2005 season, Malone announced his retirement on February 13, 2005. Bryant and Odom suffered injuries, and the Lakers missed the playoffs for only the 5th time in franchise history and the first time since 1994. With the 10th overall pick in the 2005 NBA Draft, the Lakers selected Andrew Bynum. Jackson returned to coach the team after Rudy Tomjanovich resigned midway through the previous season. The team made the playoffs after a one-season absence, but eliminated by Phoenix in 7 games. In the following season, the Lakers still made the playoffs, but they were eliminated in the first round by Phoenix again. Frustrated by the team's inability to advance in the playoffs, Bryant demanded to be traded in the offseason. Buss initially agreed to seek a trade, but also worked to try to change Bryant's mind. After reacquiring Derek Fisher, the Lakers started the 2007-2008 season with a 25-11 record, before Andrew Bynum went out for the year due to a knee injury in mid-January. In what would become a crucial transfer for the franchise's return to championship form, they acquired the six-time All-Star power forward Pau Gasol from the Memphis Grizzlies in a trade in early February and went 22-5 to finish the season. The Lakers' 57-25 record earned them the first seed in the Western Conference. In the playoffs, they defeated the Nuggets in 4 games, the Jazz in 6, and the defending champions Spurs in 5, but lost to the Celtics in 6 games in the NBA Finals. In the 2008-2009 season, the Lakers finished 65-17, the best record in the Western Conference. They defeated the Jazz in 5 games, the Rockets in 7 and the Nuggets in 6, to win the Western Conference title. They then won their 15th NBA championship by defeating the Orlando Magic in 5 games in the NBA Finals. Bryant was named the NBA Finals MVP for the first time in his career. The Lakers, who had added Ron Artest, in place of Trevor Ariza in their starting lineup, finished the 2009-2010 season with the best record in the Western Conference for the 3rd straight time. They defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Utah Jazz, and the Phoenix Suns in the Western Conference playoffs. In the finals, the Lakers played the Boston Celtics for the 12th time. They rallied back from a 3-2 disadvantage in the series and defeated the Celtics. This series win gave them their 16th NBA title overall and 11th since they moved to Los Angeles. Bryant was named Finals MVP for the 2nd year in a row. After much speculation, head coach Phil Jackson returned for the 2010-2011 season. In the playoffs, the Lakers defeated the New Orleans Hornets in the first round. But their opportunity for a three-peat was denied by the Dallas Mavericks in a 4-game sweep of the second round. After the season, it was announced that Jackson will not be returning to coach the Lakers. After Jackson's retirement, former Cleveland Cavaliers head coach Mike Brown was hired as head coach on May 25, 2011. Before the start of the shortened 2011-2012 season, the Lakers traded Lamar Odom after Odom requested to be traded. On the trade deadline, longtime Laker, Derek Fisher traded to the Houston Rockets for Jordan Hill. The Lakers entered the playoffs as the 3rd seed. The team defeated the Denver Nuggets but were eliminated by the Oklahoma City Thunder. On July 4, 2012, Steve Nash of the Phoenix Suns agreed to a sign-and-trade deal. On August 10, 2012, in a 4-team trade, the Lakers traded Andrew Bynum and acquired Dwight Howard. On November 9, 2012, Mike Brown was relieved of coaching duties after a 1-4 start to the 2012-2013 season. On November 12, 2012, the Lakers hired Mike D'Antoni as head coach. On February 18, 2013, the Lakers clinched a playoff berth on the final game of the season. The Lakers battled injuries all season, the most prominent of which is the Achilles tendon rupture to Kobe Bryant that ended his season. The absence of Bryant was sorely felt as the Lakers were swept by the San Antonio Spurs in the 2013 NBA playoffs. On December 8, 2013, Bryant played in his first game since tearing his Achilles tendon on April 12, 2013. The Lakers went on to miss the NBA playoffs for the first time since 2005. Mike D'Antoni resigned from his position as head coach after a 27-55 season. After spending the majority of the off-season without a head coach, the Lakers named former player Byron Scott as the new head coach. During the first game of the 2014-2015 season, the 7th overall pick in the 2014 NBA draft, Julius Randle went down with a broken leg, which ended his rookie season. The next season, the Lakers had the 2nd overall pick of the 2015 NBA draft, which they used to select point guard, D'Angelo Russell. On November 30, 2015, Bryant announced he would retire at the end of the season after 20 seasons with the team. In Bryant's last season, the team missed the playoffs for the 3rd straight year. On April 24, 2016, the Lakers announced that they would not exercise their option on Byron Scott's contract for the following season. On April 29, the team announced another former Laker, Luke Walton, as their new head coach. The Lakers earned the second overall pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, and selected Brandon Ingram. On February 21, 2017, the Lakers fired general manager Mitch Kupchak, while Magic Johnson was named as the president of basketball operations. On March 7, 2017, the Lakers hired Rob Pelinka as the general manager, signing him to a 5-year deal. The Lakers again earned the second overall pick, this time, in the 2017 NBA Draft, and selected Lonzo Ball, from UCLA. The Lakers also acquired Kyle Kuzma. On July 2, 2018, Randle was renounced by the Lakers. On July 9, 2018, the Lakers signed LeBron James to a 4-year, $154 million contract. On April 9, 2019, Magic Johnson stepped down as the team's president of basketball operations, and 2 days later, the Lakers parted ways with head coach Luke Walton after the team failed to reach the playoffs for the 6th straight year. On May 13, Frank Vogel was named the Lakers' head coach. The Lakers received the 4th overall pick in the 2019 NBA Draft Lottery. On July 6, the Lakers acquired Anthony Davis from the New Orleans Pelicans, for Ball, Ingram, Hart, and 3 first-round picks, including the number 4 overall in the 2019 draft. This trade officially ended the young core era of the Lakers. Only Kuzma remained out of the group of players. Following the suspension of the 2019-2020 NBA season, the Lakers were one of the 22 teams invited to the NBA bubble to participate in the final 8 games of the regular season. The Lakers finished the regular season with a 52-19 record, entering the playoffs for the first time since 2013, and as the top seed for the first time since 2010. They advanced to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2010. They defeated the Miami Heat 4-2 to win the 2020 NBA Finals, and James was named the Finals MVP for the 4th time in his career. The Finals win gave Los Angeles their 17th championship in franchise history, tying the Boston Celtics for the most all-time. Primary Lakers owner, Jeannie Buss, who took over the team in 2017, would also become the first female controlling owner of an NBA team to win the NBA Finals. During the 2021 off-season, the Lakers picked up many NBA veterans, the most notable of which was Russell Westbrook, who was acquired in a blockbuster trade with the Washington Wizards. Kyle Kuzma, the last player left from the Lakers' young core era, was traded away, along with others. Other veterans picked up during the off-season included Carmelo Anthony, DeAndre Jordan, and returning players Wayne Ellington, Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard and Rajon Rondo. Alex Caruso left the Lakers and signed with the Chicago Bulls, and veteran Jared Dudley retired. Entering the NBA 2023-2024 season, LeBron James, who is now the NBA's all-time leader in points, alongside Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves and the rest of the Lakers team, are continuing their quest to win another title to add on their 17 NBA titles. Watch out for more sports documentaries. Hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell.